Here's a tip you desire to know. More on discussions. Last week we talked about basic discussion and setting up one-on-one discussion. This tutorial, let's talk about setting groups and restrictions on discussions. Instead of creating the discussion first, in this example, we'll create the groups and then let the system create the discussion. It will create categories and then we can name the topics and we can add the people into that particular discussion group. So in this tutorial we're going to set up first by going to Edit Course, and we're going to go into Groups. And now if this is the first time you've done this, you won't have anything here. It will ask you to create a new category, but I've already created some categories and groups in here, but we're going to create a new one. So we'll start just like that. Let's create a new category, and I'm going to call this category Projects. And I could put a description in here, but this particular item I won't need to do that. The enrollment type is I'm going to have number of groups and self-enrollment. And depending on how many people you have in your class roster, you can divide those into a certain amount of groups. For this tutorial, we're going to choose 2. If you had 30 students, you could choose 5 and would automatically enroll or allow you to enroll 6 people into that particular group. So now I'm going to set up a discussion area, and it's going to create that, and you'll see as this wizard goes through how this happens. So create. And now I've got a new forum that I need to create. I've got the category name Projects, and I'm going to create a forum called Projects, or Project Assignments, and I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to choose Create and Next, and what it will do will ask me to create the topics inside this particular forum. So let's create and next, and it'll tell me 2 groups were created, 1 discussion forum, 2 topics inside that forum were already created. So let's click Done and see what we have. I'm going to go back to Category List, and you'll see now I have a category that I'm viewing here by projects. If I want to view all the categories I have, I can click the drop down and see which ones I have there. But for this particular tutorial, let's look at projects. It'll show me that 2 groups are created. There are 0 members right now. And why did I create those in that fashion with self-enroll? Well, maybe I want to have the students be able to pick and choose what group they're going to be in. So maybe in class I may pass out a sheet and ask them to sign up for a group, and then once they have signed up with their group and have a topic that they want to choose, then I can come back in here and I can add the members in. So I can easily add the members in by going here, clicking on this icon. It will give me a list of the people that are in this particular roster, and then I can choose and click, I want this person in this group, I want this person in group 2, and this one, so forth. And then I can save that. And as I go through and do that, and now I look at saved. Now I look at the particular group again, go back into category list. I can see that there are 2 members in this group and there are 1 in this group. If I want to see what members they are, just click on the number. It will open up that roster of those people in that particular group. So here we've created the groups and then assigned the discussion forum and the topic already. So now if I go back into discussions, you will see that we have one here, and where is it? Down here. Project Assignments is what we just created. That's the forum. There's 2 group topics. Now maybe these are specific assignments that I'm going to want the students to gather into groups and complete. So I can come over here and edit this, and I'm going to change the name of that topic. Maybe this is a journalism course, and I'm going to have a couple of topics. Maybe there's going to be a topic on media, and maybe there's going to be a topic on reporting, so that these students could send back and do some research and send back some feedback on these types of journalism activities. So I can produce this one here, call it media, and I can choose Save and New, and it'll come back and ask me for a new topic within this forum. I've already have this one chosen, and let's choose reporting. And let's go back and review what we have. So I can go into discussions here again, or I could have gone forums and topics, come down, look at this project now. Group 2, oh, I made a new topic, sorry about that. But I could have renamed this particular one in here. And this media and this reporting, I can go back and see who's in that particular group. And if I go back into edit course, and I go back into groups, I will now see that these particular groups, if I choose this category, projects, these particular groups, group 2 and media, have these members in them. And now if I want to go back in and set some different restrictions on those, I can do that. I can go right back into discussions, and I can choose that particular forum and do some restrictions on that, or I can do some restrictions on this particular topic itself. So I'm going to edit this one on media, and I will go to the restrictions tab. And why would I set up restrictions? Well, there might be a date assignment that I want to set in there. I could choose that right on the properties tab. Go back here, down below I could set up a date. This particular topic is always visible. I could set it up for that particular date range. And another type of restriction that I could set up is maybe I want them to visit some type of a activity or content or some type of a condition on this particular group. So I'm going to create and attach a condition and open this up. Let's say I want them to visit a certain piece of content that I've uploaded into the course before they begin discussing on this. Maybe they need to submit some other assignment before they begin discussing on this. So I could attach these types of conditions, create that. Let's say I could say content topic visited, and then go through here, and it would select the topic that we have. But I'm going to cancel that for right now. And go back into our discussions. And you'll see our discussion list. Another way of getting into the restrictions without going into edit course is once you've got these forums and topics created, you can go into group restrictions over here in your sidebar menu. And it'll give me a list of the people who are in these particular categories. So I can choose this particular category, project assignments, or forum rather, and come through here and see what I've got set up. If I wanted to restrict it from here, I would just choose the restricted box here and then restrict it to that particular group. And there you have it.